Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. I really appreciate you being a viewer and subscriber. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. If you learn something new from this video, please consider clicking the like button. Please subscribe and please enable notifications. That will be your vote of confidence in me and all the effort that goes into this channel behind the scenes. Now, there was a fascinating article on Bloomberg earlier today, and I'll provide you with the link to the article in the description section below so you can check it out on your own if you want to. But the headline of the article reads, and you'll see this on your screen, Biden pulling off a strategy Clinton couldn't in 2016, that is recreating President Obama's map. Now, this is fascinating. Let's take a look at this chart on your screen. And first, let me talk about the importance of the electoral votes, because it's 270 electoral votes to win the presidency. And obviously, the Senate is also up for grabs. As you probably know by now, there are 35 Senate seats up for re-election, out of which 23 seats are Republican and 12 are Democrat. This discussion is very significant when it comes to the second stimulus. I want to be very clear. At this point, it does not look like we'll see stimulus before the election, but whether we see stimulus or not after the election does depend on who's president. Is it going to be President Trump? Hello, President Trump. Or is it going to be former Vice President Joe Biden? Hello, former Vice President Joe Biden. Depending on who becomes a president and also depending on who wins the Senate. Oops, that's the Senate right above my head. Right now, the Republicans, who are right here, hold a majority in the Senate and the Democrats are the minority in the Senate. But what if these things got swapped? What if the Democrats became the majority and what if the Republicans became the minority? So what if we have up there the White House now is won, just above me, you see the White House. Imagine if the White House is now won by former Vice President Joe Biden, and if the Democrats now control the Senate. So let's say the Democrats now control the Senate. That could lead to a massive stimulus package. And this is not just my opinion. This is the consensus of people on Wall Street. This is the consensus of people on Main Street. But before something like that happens, or you know what, let's just assume President Trump wins re-election and Republicans retain control of the Senate. Okay, let's just assume that happens. So let's say the White House is now, President Trump wins re-election, and let's say Republicans maintain control of the Senate. In that case, we could see most likely a smaller stimulus package because a lot of Republican senators don't want to do a large stimulus package. But one thing is for sure, there is consensus among Wall Street, there is consensus among Main Street analysts that if we have former Vice President Joe Biden, a Democrat becoming president, and if the Senate turns blue, in other words, if Democrats win the Senate, regain control of the Senate, and in other words, Republicans are not able to retain control of the Senate and Democrats regain control of the Senate, then again, we could be seeing a pretty large stimulus package. In fact, let's take a look at some important states here. Texas with 38 electoral votes, Ohio, 18 electoral votes, Georgia, 16 electoral votes, Iowa with 6, North Carolina, 15, Florida, the big one. In fact, President Trump relocated to Florida. The President Trump is officially a Florida resident. Florida, 29 electoral votes. Arizona, 11. Wisconsin, 10. Pennsylvania, another big one. In fact, President Trump mentioned Pennsylvania, in the debates as well. Pennsylvania, 20 electoral votes. Nevada, 6. Minnesota 10 and Michigan 16 electoral votes. And on this chart, and again, you can check out the article with this chart and several other pieces of important data in the description section below. If you're living in one of these states, you know exactly what's going on. You can see the daily new cases of the pandemic and you can see the weekly jobless claims. So in Texas, 5,500 daily new cases and over 50,000 weekly jobless claims. So this is just unbelievable data, and you can start to see that in some states, the daily new cases are starting to see a new high. In Ohio, for example, see that surge in Ohio where the daily new jobless cases are all the way up to 2.3 thousand, and we can see a surge similarly in Iowa, in North Carolina, in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, all of these states have a surge in daily cases. And I'll tell you what this has to do with the control of the Senate and the next stimulus package in just a second. But this is important. These are the trends that when you look at the trends, you understand what's going on behind the scenes. Because for those of you who think that 2016 is similar to 2020, 2020 could not be more different than 2016. For the 1% of you who think that I'm talking about the outcome of the election, I'm not talking about the outcome of the election. I'm talking about the world we live in today. We weren't even talking about this pandemic, 9 months ago. So the fact that this pandemic is causing a rise in the number of cases, the fact that over 225,000 Americans at the time I'm recording this video have actually died, and the fact that joblessness is at an all-time high, even though the unemployment numbers have gotten better. You can just look at these numbers on your screen. Again, back to Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Michigan, all of these states have new highs, new daily highs in terms of cases. A member of Vice President Mike Pence's staff, specifically his chief of staff, actually tested positive. Also, Vice President Mike Pence has changed his plans pertaining to his appearance in the Senate for the nomination of Judge Amy Coney Barrett. So a lot of stuff is going on. But here's the key part. Let's look at what happened in 2016 with all of these states. In Texas, President Trump won by 9%. In other words, President Trump won Texas by a fair margin. And the 2020 polling average suggests that President Trump will win Texas, but by a smaller margin. In Ohio, honestly, it could go either way, even though President Trump won Ohio by 8.2 points. In Georgia, President Trump won it by 5.2 points. And it looks like former Vice President Joe Biden's in the lead. Let's take a look at Iowa. Handy win for President Trump in 2016. Former Vice President Joe Biden seems to be leading in Iowa. And you can actually see the trends. If you look closely, you can start to see that the trends are shifting. And if you take a close look, you'll start to see that based on the daily case count, the trends are actually shifting away from President Trump. This is the thing that that I really want my viewers and subscribers to understand. So again, let's go back to Georgia. Former Vice President Joe Biden seems to be leading. Iowa, with a new high in the daily COVID cases, a new high, is now seeing a shift towards former Vice President Joe Biden just by a small margin. North Carolina, new high in daily cases, has swung towards former Vice President Joe Biden, even though President Trump won North Carolina by 3.7 points in 2016. Florida, which President Trump just about won by 1.2 points, former Vice President Joe Biden is leading in Florida. So just some incredible numbers. Let's take a look at Wisconsin. President Trump just about won Wisconsin, but former Vice President Joe Biden is leading by a fair margin by 4.6 points in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is seeing a new high in the number of daily cases. Similarly, Pennsylvania and also I would say Minnesota and Michigan all are seeing a new high in the number of daily cases. Also, you'll notice in Wisconsin, former Vice President Joe Biden leading by 4.6 points. In Minnesota, leading by 6. In Michigan, leading by 7.8. This tells you that something is happening that is completely unlike 2016, because we live in a world that is completely unlike 2016. In fact, we live in a world that's completely unlike the first quarter of 2020. So that's where things stand, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This does have an impact on the stimulus, because if we have a Democratic president and if we have a Democrat-led Senate, then the chances of an astronomically high stimulus package do exist. In fact, this was actually something that the governor of New Hampshire said. Soon I'll be covering that in a separate video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and you'll also find a link to our resources in the description section below. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I really appreciate you watching. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. You can get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and you'll get added to our SMS alerts list. Now, if you want, you can also get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you can get added to our email list. Now, you can opt out of the email list or the SMS list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Sometimes YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. So all I ask you to do is in your browser, bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And then you can visit the homepage of our channel and watch the videos at any point in time that you want. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time because we release exclusive content specifically on Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is the same. It's also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So follow us on Twitter as well. Once again, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. You'll find the links to all our resources in the description section below. So definitely check them out. Please comment if you want to engage with our community because our community is growing very, very rapidly. Please share this video with friends and family. That would be your vote of confidence in me and my team and all the effort that goes into this channel behind the scenes. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications, please ignite the subscribe button because remember the name of our channel is Ignition Time. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.